Darling, it's the Shy Life podcast.
Yes, but it's a positive thing, Paul. The High Life, the Shy Life.
You won't find a cast of characters like this everywhere.
Hello, Paul.
Delicious.
This particular episode of the Shy Life is a little more abstract than usual.
Oh,
Okay, looks like the hairy guy is ready to record. 3, 2, 1.
Go Shy Yeti.
Oh, I hope he hasn't found out my secret. Do you think he has?
Hello and welcome to yet another episode of the Shy Life podcast with me, Paul the Shy Yeti. How are you doing? I'm all right. Yes, so what are we going to be up to this episode? Well, this is actually, it's kind of like a sequel, I suppose, to something we did last year. As you know, listeners, the Shy Life podcast likes to, well, sort of promote certain charitable causes. And, I mean, I personally donate to a number of podcasters and also to a cat charity and as you know, a donkey charity. But anyway, I don't like to talk about my charitable giving mostly, not too much. Yeah, I expect you've heard famous people say the same things. I don't like to talk about giving to charity, and yet they often do. But these charities, they need promotion, and if a famous person or even a little podcaster like me can just mention the charities they support now and again, it can only help them. Well, let's hope it does. The charity that we probably talk about the most on the Shy Life podcast is the Pod Fading Podcasters charity. Now, this is a charity that it's a bit like, I don't know, the home for retired bears, where Paddington's Aunt Lucy lives, or I don't know, what else, or like sort of retired actors' home, or whatever. Sometimes I hear about that. This is the same as the retirement home for old actors, but for podcasters, or former podcasters, as I should say. Podcasters who were associated with podcasts that pod faded. Now, for anyone who doesn't know what pod faded means, it basically means a show that was sort of left to slide until it slid no more, vanished into a state of non-production. It's a little bit like what happened to Sutton Park, my video series back in the early noughties, where I'd made it for about 8 years, and then other things took over, I think poetry and writing Mouse of Common stories in my case. But we didn't pod fade because we weren't a podcast. I guess we were, well, what were we? A video series that no one ever saw. Yeah, but we did pod fade effectively. We slowed down until no more episodes were produced, at least not for quite a long time. Anyway, I'm glad to say there's no sort of sign that the Shy Life podcast is pod fading at the moment. But anyway, I'm sorry. This is the longest intro to an episode ever, probably. What I'm trying to say is that sometime last year we did a charitable event for the pod fading podcasters, and we're going to do another one this year. But I'll tell you more after the theme music. Let's run that theme music, and when I come back, I'll explain. Yes. Make sure you dip your hands in your pockets if you're wearing any pockets or any trousers. Anyway, right. Let's just run this theme music.
It's time for my old buddy, old pal from across the channel, across the pond, Bob Chandler, the Shy Yeti.
He's not that shy. Oh, the Shy Life podcast. Yeah.
All I wanted was a pie.
And then I hatched out of an egg. Okay, bring the mic over. He's ready to record.
It's the quiet ones you've got to watch,
Is it metaphorical? Is it deep? Is it deep?
Boy, he's not all that shy is right.
Blimey, Governor, it's the Shy Life Podcast.
If you thought that was bad, just listen to this.
Oh, I can't wait for it to begin.
It's the Shy Life Podcast.
He's positively glowing.
Hello, listeners. What's he on about, you're thinking? What's he going on about our trousers for? Well, it was a little bit of a joke because if you remember, our charitable event for the Podfading podcasters last year involved us. I'm a little embarrassed to say so, but I shouldn't be, I guess. But basically, all of the members of the cast, all of the regulars, we removed our clothes for charity, piece by piece, every one of us. And, I think it was worth doing because we raised, at least £33 or something like that. I forget the exact total. Anyway, so I guess when I said put your hands in your pockets, well, if you'd taken your clothes off, you wouldn't have any pockets. But anyway, I guess you'd have put your wallet by your side, maybe on a table or on the sofa. Well, no, put it on the sofa, you might lose it. But anyway, oh no, say you, the listeners, he's not taking his clothes off again. Well, no. Oh dear. It's slightly different this year. In fact, you'll be helping us if you donate. It's been a long year, as you all know. It has been a very long year, but even more so for us because, let's just say this year's charity event is the reverse of last year. As you donate, we're going to start putting back on our clothes because, we removed them last year and we just never got round to putting them back on. Yes, it's true. All of the last 100 or so episodes you've listened to, we've been completely stark naked. Maybe. Anyway, you don't want to think about this. All I'm saying is that we're going to start off dressed down Friday, and we're going to put our clothes on. Now, although it's the summer, it's actually quite chilly this week, so I, for one, will be quite glad to be putting my clothes back on. And I'm sure the same could be said for the others. Anyway, so that's what's going to be happening this episode. I guess, in a way, we sort of take the form of a telethon. Well, no, because the telethon is a visual thing, and don't worry, you won't be getting any visuals. What I mean is that when you watch something like Comic Relief on TV, you get other things that sort of, sketches and entertainment. It's not just the presenters nattering on. And, as I say, we're not on the TV, but we are here in your ears, and we do have things to entertain you. There will be music and Sutton Park clips and maybe some chatter that you haven't heard. Maybe a quiz with Callum. We'll just see how it goes, I think. Yes, we'll see how it goes. So we're going to play you some music now, and when we come back, the regulars will be here, and yes, we will start the clock, and the phone number to call in is, of course, on the website, the Shy Life Podcast website, and also you can donate via PayPal, and all the details are there. So, I shall be updating that. So when we come back, we'll be live. Obviously, we're busy tweeting at the moment. The regulars are sending emails out into the stratosphere. Obviously, we'll be turning this into a podcast at the end. And but yeah, we'll be going on the live stream, having advertised that we're doing this. And but as I say, there will be a podcast version, which is probably what you're listening to now, listeners. But it'll all be done and dusted. It will all have happened by then. But I thought you'd like to sort of see see how it's all going. Yeah. But yeah, so let's play some music, and when we come back, we'll be putting our clothes on. Well, we hope we will. Please donate. Hi listeners, we're live on the stream on 548 and Univars, here to start our fundraising event for the Podfading podcasters. We're raising money, we're here to entertain you, the regulars are all here. We're going to be starting off, well, in a state of undress, and unlike last year where we removed our clothes, this time we'll be putting them on. So yeah, please do donate, because those Podfading podcasters, they really do need your support. So yes, okay guys, are you all ready? We've got Yeti Uncle John. Hello listeners. We've got Cromitty. Hello listeners. We've got Ick.
Hello, it's me, Ick the Alien.
We've got Martin.
Hello, yes, I am here.
And this year, added to our little group of helpers, we have August Evans.
Oh yes, what's going on?
It's fine, August. It'll all make sense.
Oh, all right then.
So, listeners, if you want to donate, the phone numbers and email addresses, etc., websites, all of that are on the chat room. I can see we've got a few people in the chat room keen for us to begin. All I can say is I was asked earlier what I'd like us to raise this year. Well, you know, it would be nice to raise more than we did last year. I mean, £33 is good, but you know, 50 would be, you know, a really cool target, because these Podfading podcasters, they don't look after themselves. So yeah, so you might hear Bettina and Tallulah on the phone lines if you call in that way. Bettina, can you hear me?
Hello, darling, it's me, Bettina. How are you?
Oh, we're okay. We're all sitting here in our dressing gowns.
Oh, yes, yes. Well, you know, I'd have happily joined you, but you told me you wanted me on the phone lines.
I just thought it's probably, you know, you're needed there. You're needed to answer the phones.
Absolutely, darling.
And Tallulah is also there?
Tallulah is here too, yes. Hello, Paul. Good luck, good luck.
Thanks, Tallulah. Okay, right. So, guys, if you're ready, I'm going to start the clock now, and when I press this button, I need you all to remove your dressing gowns. I shall do the same, and then we will announce that the second Podfading podcaster charity event is live and swinging.
Unfortunate to rephrase there.
Sounds pretty accurate to me. Oh, you're the Uncle John.
And what am I supposed to be doing?
You can just do some painting. We're doing some life modelling for you.
Oh yes, thank you. Yes, right. Of course, I always find it best to paint in the nude.
Good, yes.
I always find it's quite liberating, Paul.
Yes, I'm sure. Right. I'm pressing the button now, and
Your presence has been detected and recorded. Thank you.
The event is begun. Okay, so please remove your dressing gowns.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, it's quite chilly here.
It is chilly, surprising, isn't it?
Yeah. It is. It's supposed to be summer.
Oh, yes. It is quite chilly. Our listeners, we're down in the laboratory, stroke art area, August's artistic studio. Not sure what we call it.
Oh, call it whatever you like, Paul.
Yes, okay. So I see the totalizer. Already we have a starting donation of £3.27. That's a good way to start. Thank you. It's an anonymous donor, but thank you. Paul, I just wanted to say, this pod fading podcasters charity business, you say it's the second one. I thought you'd done other things for this charity. Well, yes, but I have raised money for the pod fading podcasters before now, but that was more when I was involved with Control Incorporated, and enough said, Paul. Yes, so since we're no longer connected with them, I don't know if they ever do anything for pod fading podcasters. I really wouldn't know, but obviously when it's a charity, lots of different people raise money for that charity. So I like to think of this as our second, Shy Life podcast charity event.
Didn't you have to sing? And wasn't there also a show where you wrote a poem or donated a poem?
Yeah, there was something. I can't remember if they were charitable events. I think it's one of the last poems I wrote or have written to date. I think it was about a bull. I read that in some sort of charitable event, and then I had to sing one of Harry's songs. I can't remember what that was for either, but it's all on the podcast somewhere. Is everybody okay? I'm fine, Paul. Yes, fine. It's definitely chilly here. Yeah, I mean, we have a kettle set up. Teas and coffees. There's no reason why we can't have a drink of some sort. What about brandy?
Yes, Uncle John.
Oh, you might have the right idea. Oh, well, maybe. All you have to consider is that as we get more donations coming in, you'll be piling on the clothes, and you'll be getting quite warm. And obviously we're down here in the laboratory, and it might get quite steamy. Blimey. It starts off, one type of steamy, and then it gets another type of steamy. Oh, you get the Uncle John. Is that a tattoo, Cromitty? A tattoo? Oh, well, I don't want to say. Not on air. Okay. Yes. Enough said.
Paul, I wanted to ask, when do we start putting on the clothes? Well, I mean, is there a point?
A point? Is there a point? I think there's a point over there. Oh, yeah, Uncle John, are you looking at me? No. Cromitty.
Please do not move too much. I'm trying to paint you.
Oh, yes. Shush, guys.
Well, we can speak, but if we can sit quietly at the moment. I forgot. Sorry, August, I forgot you were trying to paint us. But maybe we can have a break later and have a drink. Sorry, Martin, you asked when we started to put on layers. Well, I thought every time we reach a £5 sort of level or something, possibly. Yes, sounds fair enough. Okay. So we're getting quite close to that first target. We've got £4.74. So yes, the first item we're going to put on, I think, is probably, well, you can choose a left or a right sock.
Oh, I think I'll have a right sock.
Yes, I mean, you're a slightly different shape to the rest of us.
I have slightly more legs.
Yeah, well, you only need to put 2.
Okay.
Oh, Paul, it's gone over. Oh, yes, £5.21. So, guys, we've reached our first target, and I think that the switchboards are buzzing. Might go so far as to say we may be more popular this year because we're putting our clothes on. Yes. Oh, I don't blame them. So, guys, yes, if you want to put a sock on, whatever foot you like.
What if I put it on my hand?
You could put a sock on your hand, but I don't think we were actually aiming to... Well, I don't know if we're aiming... Depends how many donations we have as to how dressed up we get. I mean, if the money keeps coming in, we might be fully sort of winter bundled up with lots of layers and hoodies and scarves and hats. I mean, I just don't know how far we're going to go, but you can put a sock on your hand, or you can wait until later in the event and put a glove on. It's up to you, Martin.
All right. Okay. Good point.
Okay, listeners. So we're all putting on our sock, a sock. I've put mine on my left foot.
Good choice, Paul.
Thanks, Ick. What's going on next? Trying to think. Listeners, I think to keep you entertained, it's probably time that we played you either a Sutton Park clip or one of those quizzes with Callum and I, or maybe something else, I'm not sure. But I believe that we've got money coming in at quite a rate, and probably when you come back we might be slightly more bundled up, which is something to be grateful for.
Speak for yourself, Paul.
Sorry, yes. This whole business is, it's... well, I'm quite glad to be putting my clothes on, but I guess some of you can probably withstand a bit more exposure than, you've got more applause than... Anyway, listeners, keep on donating, and here comes something from the archives. We'll be back with you in a bit.
Whatever.
It's Kerry, definitely Kerry's.
You say that Sutton Park is set to end next year. Do you know why?
Because it's crap.
He's just lying because he's possessed. He's trying to trick us somehow.
Kerry, look, I know about you. Oh, I mustn't say that, because if he hears that, I won't be able to do my...
No, it's because he's your friend.
Will Kerry know what I'm saying? You won't hear me, will he?
No. He's just possessing Harry. He's not hearing.
He will actually hear.
Yeah, he's going to Harry rather than Harry going to him.
That's right, I didn't hear a word.
Well, it doesn't matter if Harry heard it. It's just Kerry.
Hey, can I do that?
Yeah, it's only... Look, what can we do to get Harry back normal?
You had to slap him about the face fiercely.
Look, Harry...
Here.
Yes.
Here, I'll do it.
Oh! Am I in the shadow enough?
Have you hit him? Have you hit him?
Yes, I have.
Oh, right, yes, of course, I've just come back, hooray.
What? Harry, is this you, Harry?
Yes.
Harry,
what's T plus 2?
By the way, why can't we go to the ley lines in Tenerife?
Because we can't afford it on the budget, and there's no ley lines in Tenerife.
How do you know?
But so what?
Not the right ones. They'll be
we could try and search for them.
They'd be different
ones. We could
ones.
try and search for them in Tenerife, or Mallorca, or Egypt, or Turkey.
I would wanted to see if there are any ley lines in Italy.
Yeah, same here. Can you pay for it, Paul?
No.
You're a rich kid, aren't you?
Are you better? Are you better, Harry? Are you back?
Yes, I'm back, yes.
Oh, well,
I'm going to go to boring old Winchester, I guess. Then.
But that's not now, not
I thought you were going
week.
to Exeter.
Anyway, have a nice Christmas. Have a nice Christmas, won't you?
Yes,
Merry Christmas.
Have a nice Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I'm going to go back before I die, okay? So,
okay.
So, well, I'll ring you and work out about Winchester.
Paul. Watch out for toadstools.
Oh, and Robin, watch out for Dr. Fellows.
Oh, dear. You didn't have to remind me.
I'll see you, Harry, then.
Yes, right, bye.
Bye.
Right.
Dr. Fellows.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes, bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. I've still got my cold, Graham.
Have you?
But anyway, look. You can open your presents now.
Oh, good. Thank you. What's this? Oh, it's a rainbow springy thingy. Thank you.
I hope you like it. Another one?
Another one.
so Christmassy, this episode of Sutton Park, isn't it? I wish I hadn't got a cold.
It's monsters in my pocket.
What? Show the viewers.
I'll open them up.
Show the viewers properly.
You can't see them yet, because I haven't opened them. Pocket egg.
So you got a nice lot of presents then, Graham?
Yes.
That was just from me.
Yeah.
I got some presents too, but I haven't opened them yet.
No.
I thought I'd open them later with George, because I don't think George is going to have a very happy Christmas. I wonder where he is, though. Oh, we'd better go and find him.
Yes.
Elaine, she doesn't love me anymore. Hiya, viewers. Oh, dear. Typical. I mean, Christmas Day, and I feel like this. I don't know. I can't find George anywhere. Oh, it's annoying. I can't let him have a bad Christmas. I mean, I'm having a bad enough one as it is. So. I was thinking of going for a walk, but not now. Anyway, maybe if I feel better later, or tomorrow, Boxing Day, or something. I don't know. Oh yeah, I was going to show you something, viewers. Hello. My name is Mr. Reeves. Yeah, Chris. To my friends. Yeah, that was Chris. He's one of our new members of the cast. Yeah, he's one of the 3 new members of the cast. Yes, he's got quite a lot of secrets, but more about that later. I'll introduce you to another member of the cast.
Hello. My name is Cleopatra. Yes, yes, I know lots about Sutton Park. Yes, I do, yes. Well, I'm not telling you now.
Yes, so that's Chris and Cleo. Yes, both of them have got something to do with Sutton Park, but they just popped up in my Christmas presents this morning. Both of them refusing to tell me exactly how they were going to become involved in the series. But I'm sure we'll see what happens to them eventually. And now the final person. Now this viewer, this is Clive. Clive the talking clock.
It's 4:12 p.m.
You see, he talks lovely, doesn't he? Well, he actually masquerades as a talking clock, but in fact he can say other things. And I'm sure he'll become in very useful. It's still 4:12 p.m. and yes, Clive is going to be a very valuable member of the cast, because at least I know what the time is, won't I? Yeah. Well, viewers, I bet you're thinking, who gave these new characters to Paul? Who put Paul in touch with them? Well, funnily enough, it was an old friend of the series, and I'll let him explain.
Oh, yes, it was me. It was me, viewers. And you see, well, you haven't seen me around recently, have you? That's because I've been around, sort of, looking for new talent for the series. I've been out there auditioning people and getting followers for the feeling of good, for goodness and
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think we understand. Yeah, I think we understand. Yeah, it was quite a surprise, a Christmas present from Ben and all the other, a lot of the other gang. Yeah, they've been out around the country recently, sort of finding out, really, if anyone knows anything about Sutton Park. And Clive, Chris and Cleo all know something about Sutton Park. I mean, I don't exactly know what they know yet, but I'm sure we'll find out.
Well, but they're all willing to help against the evil of Sutton Park. They'll do whatever they can.
Yeah, you see that. Well, I used to be a businessman, you see. But I went to Sutton Park for a holiday a few years ago. and I bumped into a witch, and well, she sort of petrified me in this state. So I just want my revenge, really. I was like, I'll do anything I can. Yes, well, I know the witch too. I actually come from Africa, and I was sort of used as a sort of ancient voodoo tribe thing. You saw a sort of statue. But obviously, well, I can sort of help identify anything that belonged to the witch. I was thinking possibly about the witch's cat. Do you know anything about the witch's cat? Yes. The witch's cat, do you remember? Yeah, the witch's cat who died and is supposed to be reincarnating back into another cat. Well, Cleo is hoping to help me locate the cat, because I'm, you know me, I'm a bit thick. I wouldn't better tell if one of our cats was one was that sure reincarnation. I really wouldn't. No, they're not reincarnations of the witch's cat. But we will keep looking. Yes, we will.
It's 4:23 p.m.
And Clive, well, Clive can tell me the time, and yes, good old Clive.
It's 4:23 p.m.
Thanks a lot, Clive. You're a great help.
Hi listeners, it's me, Paul again. I hope you enjoyed what we shared with you there. I keep thinking of things I need to tell you, but yes, it's very busy. The switchboards really are humming today. Bettina, are you there?
Oh, darling, yes, I'm here. You're doing terribly well.
Yes. Thank you. It seems very popular this year, this whole event.
Yes, darling. Well, you know, it's such a good cause, the Podfading Podcasters Charity.
Yes. Listeners, I should update you with where we stand. We're now past the £15 mark. Yes, we've really, jumped up that totalizer board in the time that you've heard that recent clip. So as it stands, we're all sitting here. We've got our left socks and our right socks, which, we're just going for the standard 2 feet situation. Ike has more available, but...
Don't worry, I'm not triggered.
No, Ike's not triggered. It's just the way that he is different from us. We've all got our socks on and our underpants. So, still pretty chilly. How are you all doing? I'm doing fine, thank you. Yes. Just casting my eye over the range of underpants on display. Yes. A nice range, I think. A few Marks and Spencer's shapes and squiggles, and no tighty-whities, I'm glad to say. What have you got against tighty-whities? Oh, well, not the tighty bit, but I always worry that you're going to dye it in the wash or something, or it's going to, white anything. It's difficult to keep it nice and white, and unless you're Dealey, he always seems to manage to keep his fur just right, just bright white. You're not wrong, Paul, it is very difficult.
I think Cromitty's underwear wins the day. I really like that sort of chessboard pattern.
Oh, thank you. These are new, actually. They were hand-knitted by a friend of mine from my yoga class. They were what? They were a present from a friend at my yoga class. Oh, very good. I keep forgetting, yes, your yoga classes, they seem to be going from strength to strength. Oh, yes, I think so. But who's been knitting you underwear? I mean, isn't that a bit inappropriate, Cromitty? Oh, what do you mean? I don't see anything wrong with a friend wanting to knit another friend a pair of checkerboard sort of styled underpants.
Seems perfectly normal to me, Yeti Uncle John.
Yes, what a lovely gift.
Everybody, please stop moving around so much. If you want a break, we'll have a break in 10 minutes.
Oh, sorry, August. Sorry. Yes, I don't understand what your problem is, Yeti Uncle John. A friend of Cromitty's has knitted him something, and it's nice of him to sort of debut the underwear here on the charitable event. I just think it's out of order. Out of order? We're taking part in this event. I would have thought that there's not much out of order that you could object to. I don't think that. I think that underwear should be purchased from a proper shop. It goes through certain tests and certain safeguards that a hand-knitted pair would not have been through. Oh, Yeti Uncle John, I don't know what you're talking about. I see you have a tattoo. I don't think I've noticed that before. What? Yes. I do have a tattoo, actually. Unlike you, I'm quite happy to show it off. Yes. Very nice. Anyway, guys, the totalizer is going up, so I think it's time to put on your vests.
Oh, good. That's good.
Yes, we're up to £21.30. So, everybody put on your vests. Oh, sorry, the phone line's ringing. Sorry. Hello?
Hello, darling. It's me, Bettina.
Oh, yes. How are you?
Fine. I'm just calling because we've had a rather strange request.
Oh, yes?
Yes. Now, it's an anonymous caller, but they're offering to donate £50 if something happens.
Okay, £50. Oh my goodness, that's one donation. Oh, we thought that was going to be our total, and one person is willing to donate that much. Well, obviously we want to consider it. Well, what is it that they want us to do?
Well, darling, it's not all of you, it's just one of you.
Just one of us?
Well, I'm just telling you what they said.
Could you identify the voice?
No, darling, it was a message relayed by a bot.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope it's genuine.
Yes, I can see the money is sort of waiting to be transferred. On the understanding, we say yes.
Okay. So, what do they want us to do, or what do they want one of us to do?
Well, it says here, if Yeti Uncle John remains in his socks and pants for the rest of the show, then they will donate this £50.
Oh, really? They don't want him to dress up more?
I know, darling. I know. It's kind of against the theme of this year, but it's worth considering. Yes.
Well, I better ask him. Yeti Uncle John, I don't know if you heard any of this. Vaguely. Somebody's rung in, and I know it goes against the theme of this year, but they've asked that you remain in your socks and pants. I don't know if there's a sort of time limit or for the whole show. I think Bettina said the whole show. We can continue adding clothes, but you're to remain as you are. Goodness knows why this is, but they're willing to donate £50, which was our sort of total. Are you up for it? Oh, yeah, why not? Yeah, tell her yes. Okay. Bettina, did you hear that?
I did, darling, yes. Good news. Well done, Yeti Uncle John.
Well, thank you. Gosh, the totaliser's gone right up to £75 or something. Yeah, £74.92. Just below. So, guys, we need to put our t-shirts on. Yeti Uncle John should stay as he is. And, yes, we'll have to put up with his appearance. No, don't be mean.
I can understand why they did it now. This is like a torture for the rest of us.
It's not very nice.
Oh, he's okay. Yeti Uncle John. You obviously have an admirer.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, well, if I may remind you, there is no live stream video. It's just audio. Why would anyone donate £50 for Yeti Uncle John to remain in his socks and pants when they can only hear him being in his socks and pants? No, Paul, don't be kink shaming anybody. Well, I guess so. Fine. Yes. Well, people have their own, little pleasures, I suppose. Yes, you're right, Cromitty. Oh, yeah. Oh, you look quite snug in your t-shirts. Well, we're up to £77.32 now, so I think we'll be popping on our shorts in a minute. Sorry to leave you in the cold, Yeti Uncle John. Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, I don't mind. It's nice to have raged so much.
Will you all stop moving, please?
Sorry, August, sorry. Listeners, so we've already more than doubled last year's totalizer amount. We're going to move over to another clip now. I don't know what's going to be fed in, either Sutton Park, Callum chat, quiz thing, something else, music, I'm not sure. But we'll be back with you soon anyway. And enjoy the show.
How can I live without her? Oh, it's no good. I can't live without her. This time I'm gonna commit suicide and no one's gonna stop me. Anyway, what's the time? Oh my goodness. Well, this is certainly a bit of a Christmas special, isn't it? How many minutes we've been going? We've almost been going 20 minutes. Well, I'm sorry about that. We better be coming up with a cliffhanger soon. I must find George. Now, he must be going here somewhere. Just a minute. Elaine on the television. In freeze frame. Oh my goodness, that must be... George is not there. But it must be to do with George. This is awful. He's totally obsessed with her. He just sits there all day watching videos of Elaine. He's got to get a life. Oh God, where's he gone? He's going to do something stupid. I know he is.
Paul, it's me, Stephanie, do you remember?
Yes, Stephanie, yes, I remember you.
It's George. I saw him in the kitchen. I think he's going to do something terrible. He had a knife.
No.
Yes.
Oh God. George, no. George. Oh, what have you done to yourself? George, speak to me. He stopped breathing. George. He's dead. Don't die, George. Elaine loves you. Please, come back. Elaine loves you. You can pull through. George, please. Oh, what happened? George? Oh, what happened? George, you're different. What do you mean I'm different? George, you've changed. What do you mean I've changed? Just Just a minute. I'm different. A new me. I've regenerated. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. Yes. My goodness. An improvement, I'd say. George, what happened to you? As I said, change, my dear, and not a moment too soon. Now, come on, now you're just ripping off quotes from Doctor Who. Well, that's exactly what happened to me. I've regenerated. You have viewers, that's ridiculous. That only happens on television or on Dynasty and soap operas. It doesn't happen in real life. Don't be so stupid. Of course it happens in real life. The amphibian man, well, he's changing, isn't he? Well, I know he is. Everyone's changing at the moment. It's a mass changing state at the moment, isn't it? I know the amphibian man's changing, but that's nature's change, isn't it? Yes, well, I'm changed too. But last time you died? Well, last time he died he didn't regenerate. I know I didn't regenerate last time. Well, I was a vampire last time, wasn't I? Dear, you don't seem to understand at all, do you, Paul? Anyway, where's that Elaine woman? I think I'm going to marry her. Oh dear, he seems to have forgotten. George, she's not going to marry you. Don't you remember what happened? Yes, of course I remember. I'm not going to let that stop me. She doesn't know what she wants. She doesn't know what she wants at all. I'll show her. Oh dear. But George, you were all depressed before. You wanted to commit suicide. Don't be so stupid. I'm not going to commit suicide. That was my other self. I was weak. I was deflating. I lost all my go. No, I'm certain this time I'm not going to let Elaine escape. I'm not going to be so foolish. No, this life, I'm going to marry her. And she's not going to fob me off with any silly excuses. And I'll deal with her better this time. I won't be such a sexist lout. I won't be like my other self. You see, my personality, it's changed as well. That happens on Doctor Who as well. Oh dear, but I seem to be nicking ideas off all the best programmes. Yes, well, who cares? Hey, who cares? Then they say, what is it, copying the best, flattery is the best form of art. No, something like that. I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, come on, I'm going to go and have some drink now. It's Christmas, don't you know? Christmas, come on! Well, there you have it, viewers. The new George. I didn't expect that. Whew, what a Christmas, eh? What a Christmas. Well, I think I'm going to have an early night now. I'm just going to have a walk tomorrow morning. It's so tiring being on Sutton Park. It's just so tiring.
Hi listeners, you join us again. We're in the last 25 minutes of the event. In all, we've been running for 2.5 hours, and we're not like one of those telethons or charity events that goes on all day. We did have a sort of 3-hour limit with this because other people want to take over the stream and do their own things. So. But I'm very, very happy to tell you that we have now just passed the £100 mark. We're all sitting here. We've had a little break, so August was able to, he was able to relax.
Oh yes, I feel much better. I'm getting quite warm now.
I know what you mean. It's quite warm, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, it is getting a bit warm. So we've got what should we got now? We've got our socks, pants, shorts, t-shirt, shirt, and yeah, I think we've got a bit carried away. We have got plenty of other layers to put on, but as I say, we are coming into the last 25 minutes.
Oh, Paul, as much as I would like to raise money, I don't think I want to put my winter coat on.
I don't blame you, Ick. That might be a bit much. Yeah, don't forget about me, though. Oh, yes, of course, listeners. Maybe Uncle John is still here in his pants and socks, whilst he's beginning to, I don't know, we're beginning to envy him slightly because we're getting a bit too warm now. Well, I'm still chilly. Oh, yes, well, it won't be much longer, Yeti Uncle John. Yes. How many tattoos do you have? I've counted 5 already. Yes, I've got 5 that you can see. Yeah, they're from my Navy days. I did not know you were in the Navy, Yeti Uncle John. Well, yeah, it was sort of volunteer Navy. It wasn't, quite, it was more, like on a lake. Cromitty, I think I know the full story about this. Paul, please. Yeti Uncle John was in the Navy, but it was a local Navy. It was a local duck pond where they had like rowing boats, and he was one of the attendees, but they called it the Navy. But that's right, isn't it, Yeti Uncle John? Yes, all right. Still, one of the things they like to do is to get tattoos, and it was sounds like a real boys' club, Yeti Uncle John. Yes, it was. I've just got a question, actually. What is it, Yeti Uncle John? Oh, we're down here with Cuthbert. We are, yes, Cuthbert's here. How are you doing, Cuthbert?
Hello, Paul. I am doing very well. I feel privileged to be surrounded by so many hunky bodies today. How often do you boys go down the gym? Is it once or never? Exclamation.
Oh, you're very funny, Cuthbert. Yeah, what I wanted to ask is, we're all down here. We've all been taking part in this charitable event, and Cuthbert, he hasn't taken his clothes off or put them back on. Well, that's probably because Cuthbert doesn't wear clothes in the normal sense.
You should see me in a suit and bow tie. I'm the smartest robot around, and I really rock a top hat.
I'm sure you'd look great, Cuthbert, yes. Well, what's he doing to contribute? The ladies are manning the phone.
Are they manning the phone, or are they ladying the phone?
I don't know, it's just... Oh, anyway. What is Cuthbert... Cuthbert has been adding up, and the totalizer we got here, it's all thanks to Cuthbert. So don't go dissing Cuthbert.
Oh, lovely Cuthbert. No, I won't have anyone saying a bad word about him.
Quite right, August. He's a very hard worker.
Thank you, August. Thank you, Martin. Most kind.
He is a very hard worker. So the total is still going up. It's kind of a shame we're going to have to stop soon. But we are heading for £110. And I think, we probably need to put on another layer. It's kind of, at this stage, it's up to you what you put on. Gloves, coats, scarves, hats, well, whatever you choose. Except for me, I have to stand here. That's right, Yeti Uncle John, you have to stay there in your socks and pants. I mean, it's not a pleasure for us. No, not at all.
Just consider it flattering that you were asked to keep your clothes off. None of the rest of us were.
This is a good point, Ick. None of the rest of us were asked to remain unclothed. So, yes, you have a fan, even though they can only hear you being half naked. If they'd have offered me £100, then maybe I'd have stayed naked for the whole show. There's always next year, Yeti Uncle John.
Oh, God, yes.
Oh, the phone's ringing now. Hi, Bettina, is that you?
Yes, darling, I just wanted to let you know that you've got about 15 minutes before you need to start wrapping up. Well, you are wrapping up, aren't you? But...
Well, yes, we are wrapping up, except for Yeti Uncle John.
Oh, yes. Well, our own little pin-up.
Bettina, are you sure it's not you or Tallulah who paid this £50?
Oh, darling. We have both donated, but no, we did not stipulate any, any rules.
Oh, okay, well, Right, 15 minutes. Yeah, oh, Totaliser's going up. It's still going up. We've almost got £100 more than we had last year.
Yes, it's been wonderful, darling. Well done, all of you.
Okay, Bettina. Say hi to Tallulah.
They say hello to Lula. Oh, lovely.
So, hi, listeners. We are coming very near the end of the show. We're all quite bundled up now in different layers, and I just can't believe how successful this has been this year. We thought we were doing well when we got £33 or whatever it was last year, but this year we're already over £120. I mean, a lot of it thanks to that anonymous donor, but anyway, before we finish, we're just going to play. I think it's going to be a bit more music, and and then we'll wrap up. All except for me. Well, no, even you can wrap up when we finish. Yes. Well, good. Okay, listeners, have a listen to this. When we come back, we'll be finished. listeners. I hope you enjoyed that. The second Podfading Podcasters charity event is closed. In the end, we made £145. Well, it was actually £144.82, but I donated 18p, and so yes, we're £145. I'm so pleased. The Podfading Podcasters will just be so pleased, and all those who work for that charity. If you were one of the people who donated, thank you so much. And yes, so we're all, well, we're kind of, some of us had ended up bundling quite a lot of layers. Some of us have toned it down a little bit into just normal, sort of normal day wear. And Yeti Uncle John, how are you feeling now you've got some clothes on? Well, you know, it's got to happen, isn't it? I do think it's just been kind of good for my ego. Well, yes, I'm glad to hear it. Yes, well, you're not the only one who's popular. Maybe my admirer will be knitting me a pair of woolen pants soon. Who knows, something, maybe a woolen vest. Oh, yes, quite possible. Well, guys, we are running out of time now, so I need to say goodbye to the listeners. Listeners, thank you for listening. Thank you if you took part by donating. I hope you enjoyed the clips we used from Sutton Park. Yeah, so hopefully we'll do another event next year. I don't know, we might have to think of a different theme, having taken off our clothes and then put them back on again. I'm not sure where that leaves us. Well, maybe we'll have to be in space next year.
Oh yes, golly, I'll be a parent by this time next year.
Oh my goodness, yes you will. Golly, maybe we'll do charity nappy changing or something.
Oh, marvellous.
I don't think I want to be involved in that.
Oh, well, yeah. I guess I'm not sure if those are the sort of smells that I really dig, but there we go.
Come on, Martin, anything for charity, eh?
I guess.
So, yes, thanks to Cuthbert, thanks to Bettina and Tallulah, thanks to everyone who appeared in the clips, thanks to the regulars, and yeah, we've got so many episodes in the can. Next time we'll be doing something completely different, but I'm so glad that you could be here to support the charity today, and yeah, okay, we'll speak to you again soon. Say goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, guys.
Oh, yes. Goodbye.
Yes, goodbye, listeners. Oh, yes. Goodbye. Oh, God, that's over. Not in a bad way, but it's tiring. And having to keep talking and putting on extra jumpers and things. It takes it out of you, doesn't it, Cromitty? Oh, yes. It really does. gosh, yes. At least I got to show off my new pants. Yes. Gosh, it's nice that you've got friends in this new yoga group. Is this a present from someone special? Well, maybe, but, well, enough said. Oh, I'm surprised how that laboratory, it can be cold one minute, hot the next, and still, intriguing, eh? Intriguing, and this whole mystery donation thing. The fact that they use a bot as well. Oh yes, well, you know, there must be somebody out there who would get some pleasure from seeing Yeti Uncle John in just his, you know, pants and socks. Well, yeah, but as I said on the show, it's an audio thing, so I mean it's all a little joke anyway, isn't it? You know. Did you like the bit when I told the listeners that we've been naked ever since last year's show? Oh yes, well, only true in Ike's case, of course. Yes, but well, you know, Ike's Ike, isn't he? Oh yes, yes. Yeah. So as I was saying, yeah, weird that anyone would pay that extra money for something that was just audio. Yes. Well, you know, people like to imagine things. Yeah. Well, you know, it went to a good cause. So I guess that's the main thing. Yes, Paul, yes. Yes, and I do like his tattoos. Yeti Uncle John does have a range of tattoos. Some of them are a bit blurred, though. I can never work out quite what half of them are. Yes, I have suggested that he sort of give me a tour one day, but I'm not sure. Well, you know, I think Yeti Uncle John was a little bit put out. You know, are you deliberately trying to make him jealous about this friend of yours at the yoga in the yoga group? What, me, Paul? Oh, no. Just telling him what's happening. Yeah. Oh, I can hear the theme music. Well, just as long as you two don't fall out in silly games and things. Okay. Oh, no, Paul. No.
I gotta go now! Bye! Gotta go! Bye!
Goodbye.
This show is part of the Pride 48 network. Find more shows over at pride48.com.
Oh dear, what's going on now?
Oh, it's the Shy Life podcast.
Let's go.
I have a voice. I have a voice.
You have a voice.
You have a voice. We have a voice.
We have a voice.
Unique voices in podcasting.
UnivazPods.net.
We did very well today, didn't we, Paul? Yes, Yeti Uncle John, we did. Yes, very well. You were popular. Yes. Well, as I say, it's quite good for one's ego. Yes. Even though, you know, the point of you being in your socks and pants kind of defeats me because, you know, podcast, audio, never mind. Well, it's, you know, all in the imagination, as I say. Yes, I guess so. I wonder who it was. Sorry? I wonder who it was, the mysterious anonymous donator. Yeah, I did wonder if it was Tallulah and Bettina sort of clubbing together, but they claim not. Yes. Oh, I was just... do you think it could be Madonna? I'm sorry? Well, you know, you hear about some of these famous people donating. You know, you said at the start, some of these famous people, they like to donate, but they don't always talk about it. Well, except that a lot of them do. Well, not all of them. Yeah, so I was just wondering if, it was Madonna or Elton John. Just chipping in 50 quid. Why would Elton John or Madonna be donating to the Pod Fading Podcasters charity? Moreover, why would they want you to remain in your pants and socks? Well, you know, celebrities, perhaps they've seen me in photos and they just wanted to imagine. Yeti Uncle John, the chances of Elton John or Madonna having some sort of hidden crush on you I would say is pretty low. They have the, you know, they have families of their own. They have the pick of, you know, if they did want to date, anyway. Oh well, you know, I'm determined to find out who he is. I'm sure it's somebody famous. It's not like you know, the average listener would have 50 quid to bandy around. So I think it's got to be somebody with a bit of, you know, a bit of fortune, a bit of spare cash to sort of throw at this cause. Yes, I suppose you're right. 50 quid is not to be sniffed at, unless you're Martin.
Oh yeah, 50 quid. They're the best. They're the best ones because they don't get used as much, so they retain their papery smell much longer.
There's the expert speaking. Dear oh dear. Yes, well, you know, I'm just going to have a look on the internet. Wonder if there's anyone reading any comments on your YouTube page. Any hints? I'm not sure. Yeti Uncle John.
Any ideas, Paul? Could it be some of the others?
Some of the others?
You know, some of your former guests.
Oh, you mean one of our other regulars, Toppy or Troby or Lisa or Martin or I think they've all donated, but I don't think they donated quite as much as 50 quid. I don't think any of them would care about seeing Yeti Uncle John or not seeing Yeti Uncle John in his pants. So no, I don't know.
I have my ideas.
Really?
Yeah, never mind. I probably shouldn't say anything.
Maybe not. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, it's been a success, that's the main thing. We've definitely got to raise our game next year. Gosh, yeah. See if we can get double £145. Yeah. Oh, the pod fading podcasters are going to be so pleased with us. Well, it's going to be baked beans on toast for me for the rest of the month, but it was worth it, you know. £50 is £50, but in this circumstance, well, I feel a bit cheeky, but, you know, it was for charity. And he does look so good in his pants and socks. Well, never mind. What will be, will be. Paul's right, though. Those tattoos of his do need a little bit of work, I think. Never mind. Yeti Uncle John. Now, where are my knitting needles? I need to knit myself up a new vest, which I can parade around the house. Yes. I should tell him it's for my yoga friend. Oh, he's getting so cross. Well, it serves him right. Yes, right. What colour wool shall I use this time? Oh, yes. I'll find out who knitted Cromitty those pants if it's the last thing I do. It's just not right. It's just not proper. Who do they think they are? Oh, see, I shall have to crack up my surveillance of that there yoga group. Yes, it's just not proper. It's just not right. How dare they try and steal him from me? He's my friend. Oh, it's just not right.
Oh, what a night I had. What a night I had. None of the pubs were open, so I just broke into all these off licenses and it was jolly, jolly good. I felt so jolly, jolly good. I was so trendy, so popular. I got myself into Melody Maker, the magazine. I appeared with some pop stars in a magazine. I was so popular last night. What a star, eh? Oh, yes. Oh, what a star. Elaine just won't be able to resist me. Ha! Oh, it's wonderful. I'm just so wonderful, I can't believe it.
Hello, viewers. I'm out on my walk, as I said I would do yesterday. Getting a rather strange picture from my viewfinder. Everything looks a little bit purple. Yes, that's rather odd. Maybe it's pollution, or maybe I've just got the wrong funny button pressed down or something. Oh yes, that looks a little bit better, I think. I don't know what's going on. Yes, well, it's the day after Christmas, and oh dear, still got my cold, so I'm not going to face up to the camera today. Yes, it's a very nice village you have here, my dear Paul, but yes, something's not quite right. I'm not quite sure what it is, but I sense there is danger. I don't know exactly what, but not right.
Believe me, Paul, I know what she means. There's something wrong here. I couldn't tell you exactly what, but there is definitely something wrong.
Really, Chris? Do you think so? Come here. Oh.
Yes, I think there's something going on. I can just sense it in the air.
Really? Well, you might be right. Come on, let's forget about it. Yes, well, it would be nice to forget about it, but I mean, I'm used to sensing danger.
Did this damn thing just end on a cliffhanger? Was that a cliffhanger? That was a cliffhanger. Oh, Paul ended the show on a cliffhanger. Hmm. That was a whopper. Hui.